Angle grinders are incredibly useful tools on our site, but they can be dangerous if we don't follow the right safety measures. So let's cut to the chase and get into it. Angle grinders are known to pose serious hazards if they're not handled correctly. Recent case studies published by the HSE have highlighted just some of the dangers. For example, imagine an operative using a 9-inch slitting disc to cut through steelwork with the handle removed for better access. The disc shattered and hit the operative in the chest.
You're gonna be fine, baby doll.
Another case involved operatives using a similar disc to cut through ducting. The angle grinder kicked back, hitting the operative in the face, causing cuts and grazes. Another involved fragments of metal ejecting and penetrating an operative's eye. The list goes on. Some quick takeaways can be taken from these case studies are: never remove guards, always wear a full face visor, never operate an angle grinder without the handle, always wear the correct personal protective equipment. Now, speaking more generally, how can we minimise the risk of angle grinders? Here are some essential points. Operatives must be competent in the safe working procedure for angle grinders and ensure they are trained to use abrasive wheels. Ensure the correct disc is used for the type of task being performed. Never use discs not designed for the specific task. Guards must remain in place and cover at least half of the disc and be positioned between the disc and the operator. Consider if an angle grinder is the best tool for the task. Could the task be done with a reciprocating saw, for example? Even if using a grinder is essential, do you have to whip out your big old 9-incher when a smaller 4-incher would do the trick just fine? You had to slip one in, didn't you? Pre-use checks are important, so before you use your grinder, ensure that the guards and handles are secure. Confirm the correct flange and locking nuts are in place. Check the machine and disc for defects and damage. Protect others in the area from hazards like sparks and ejected materials with containment or proper PPE. During the operation, make sure you use 2 hands to operate the grinder. Allow the grinder to reach the operating speed before applying it to the job. Use minimal pressure to prevent the disc from digging in and causing kickback. Hold the workplace firmly, maintain a comfortable stance and a clear view of the job. Never use a grinder between your legs while sitting. Who the fuck could do that? Stop for short breaks and rest your arms and hands. Always wait for the disc to stop rotating before putting the grinder down. Disconnect the power before changing discs. Use the right disc for the right task. Also, don't forget your PPE. A face shield is absolutely mandatory, but you should also use hearing protection, safety boots with steel toe caps, overalls or fitted clothing, preferably flame retardant, and well-fitting gloves for a good grip. Finally, make sure you're aware of other hazards that might be created during the work, such as fire risks, electrical hazards, vibrations, and the dangers of trailing cables. To conclude, angle grinders are powerful tools, but their powers must come with responsibilities.
Remember, with great power comes great responsibility.
By following these safety guidelines, you should have no trouble using them safely and effectively. Thanks for watching, I'll see you next time.